What's up, fellow gamers? Phreak here. Welcome back to Let's Play Cyber Knight's Flashpoint. We've crested power level 2, and we've got ourselves our first Battle Strike mission from our good gun-runner friend, from whom we bought a couple of sniper rifles. Have not seriously used snipers in this game before. I probably will get some things wrong about how to play them out. Is what it is. Sink Pillage. Got a day left to run it. Combat required. Afterwards, we get a pretty quick Bodyguard mission. I will probably run these back-to-back this episode, just double-checking everything else going on. This is getting ready in a full day. This can't be upgraded in time. Even getting a new token, not a big enough deal. I just don't care enough. It shouldn't really matter here. We're detoxing 2 people. We are training both of our hackers. We're going to try to run all of our combat missions back-to-back here. We'll see if we can get one more contact as well to talk to us. And from there, get another mission, run that, get XP for the hackers, and then maybe move forward with other stuff going on. But I definitely want my secondary hacker to get to around level 9, and of course want as much power as possible for my primary. So we do have a bunch of minus armor for the first 2 turns on this Battle Strike. We'll prep our mercs to deploy. We've got our main Cyber Knight here with an unsilenced pistol and an AR. Smoke and shock should be reasonable. Here's our first sniper. He's got 0 points in actual stuff. And one thing I wanted to do, I thought about this since stopping the previous recording. I actually want to go ahead and buy a couple of scopes and whatnot because it's going to be a while till I can craft them. And so I actually really want some decent mods to use to make my gear better. So I haven't bought these very much, so I don't have a very strong understanding of what's supposed to be used where, or like what the best ones are, most efficient ones, whatever. But I have some money to spend, and these should go a pretty long way before I'm actually crafting new gear, so I'm going to kind of come in and see if I can get at least some half-decent upgrades. So I've got a level 2 sniper scope here. If I wanted to filter for, hey, only show me sniper gear, for example, I could silence it, but not for this mission. We've got 2 types of scopes here. This one just has +5 accuracy. This one has some crit damage, but it also, I guess they both increase recoil, but it has less accuracy bonus, so right, I feel like we're going to buy just a basic scope here for 5 accuracy. That seems worthwhile. I've got a minus recoil stock in case I'm ever shooting twice in a turn. Or I can go for a crit damage stock, which doesn't seem all that useful, so I'm just going to buy 2 scopes and that's it. +5 accuracy twice seems pretty reasonable. We'll let Origami Joe sell it to us because it's cheaper. We'll look at some... Let's go look at some pistol stuff. We know we can use silencers, but we don't have to. Let's see which of these sights we want to use more, as well as these grips or whatnot. If we're not using a silencer, we could use this. It would give us quite a bit of extra damage, which, you know, not bad, of course. And I believe these can go on revolvers as well. So this seems pretty worthwhile to have a couple. I might even buy 4. Ammo extender doesn't seem that important to me, but between these 2, basically, it lets me have short-range fights easier. My minimum optimal range goes lower, which means, right, at what range will I still get full accuracy? Because you, like, minimum optimal range means if I'm too close, I lose accuracy. This makes that less severe. This one just straight up increases the max range and giving accuracy, which seems very useful, so I'm going to buy 4. Probably use this for quite a while. Purchase those. And do I want damage mods? Honestly, the answer is probably yes. I should buy damage mods for my pistols. Plus accuracy minus recoil, also pretty solid for relatively cheap, and we'll use them for quite a while as well. So I'm probably going to buy these 4 grips. That'll be fine for now. I will skip on the barrel because I don't expect to be using pistols that much for damage, but the grip is always going to be useful. And then, hey, are there barrels and body mods and optics for assault rifles? I'm not using them very often is the thing. They're ultimately not... So there is a world where I put a suppressor on. I have played some playthroughs where I've had suppressed ARs and they feel pretty good. But the question is, how often am I going to use assault rifles? And I feel like the answer is often enough to care. So the question is, which of these scopes do I want? This is accuracy and max range, which is quite good. This is less accuracy, so yeah, I'm going to probably buy 2 of these. I feel like I'm going to be able to use 2 ARs in a lot of cases, so we'll buy 2 of those. And then as far as the grip, 1% accuracy for relatively cheap seems fine. And I expect to, you know, kind of have use of that for a while. So I'll buy 2 of these, and this should pretty much be it. Of course, I've burned all my money getting the upgrades, but I think they're worth it. If I'm wrong, oops, right, I don't have a barrel, but I have this body mod. And I have this optic, so this AR is good to go. I'm not going to silence you. I will put on this grip. I will put on this optic. So that's one done. You've got a pistol here that we don't want to silence, but we can put these stuff on. Great. I can look for shotgun stuff in a little bit. I forgot about that one. But I'm also running low on everything else. I guess we only have a scope here. That's fine. And then, of course, we can upgrade these pistols the same as before. And then go to our other sniper and do similar stuff where we put on these mods. And, of course, I could have done this earlier. I could have done this kind of a while ago. These aren't the most expensive things to buy. But ultimately, figure, hey, we're investing in getting more combat damage. We're going to start getting more and more difficult fights. This is a relatively one-time cost that will still be useful even if we do partial upgrades down the line. The one weird part is going to be we will eventually do some mid-game crafting where we're going to create some like level 4, level 5 weapons with some moderate level mods attached to them as well. And that will be a dance between how good are the mods, how good is everything else, and I'm just not 100% sure. Alright, so it's our first battle strike. He wants it done quickly. Put it through the entry point. Yeah, we are actually a bit surrounded here. Eliminate all enemies to achieve victory. And they will send in reinforcements every couple of rounds. So, unlike other missions, security level doesn't exist. And they also all know we're here. Notice that they all count as alerted. So doing like a wait for them to patrol means they're all going to walk up and see us. Now the nice thing is they've all got this minus armor debuff, so this armor is a lot lower than it could have been, which is pretty valuable. So it's tactical surge first round. No reason not to. And if I'm careful enough, I can sort of ensure that the ordering goes correct. So for example, we can let these guys walk up as long as we're in cover, but these ones are going to be in range to fight. So we've got to be a little bit careful about how we do everything. So going to be starting with the AR, of course. Going to try to burn as few action points as possible, which gets me right here. And I can go for my first set of shots. Might as well go full auto. Not much reason not to. The buffed evasion because they're already in combat. We get a crit, which is nice. And then if we go... Yeah, so this is going to be tough to land no matter what. I can't even go for poison, theoretically, because... yeah, we'll just send 3 shots. The odds of hitting... We're going to land 0.9 shots on average. We landed 1 or 2. That's just fine. You're kind of stuck here. I will still delay because there's a chance I use, like, 1 pistol shot. So now I got these guys. It'll be hard to get in a shotgun range. That's going to be one of the primary difficulties. I'm actually going to delay behind my 2 snipers because they should have much more reasonable line of sight on stuff. So strike zone, that's reasonable, I think. Also going to use sort of this as our first big sort of place to fight from. Now I just want to get somewhere where I can be kind of useful. So if I go here, that's pretty fine. And that's like well covered for him so that he can't reach me. You shouldn't be able to reach me either, so I can go for a shot here and it should be totally fine. And plus 3 AP for the turn seems worthwhile. It may or may not kill, we'll see. I might roll high. I'm just going to take the risk. Cool, yeah, we crit, so we got the AP back. And because these guys have to run up, and they have to run up pretty far, I actually think I'm safe to delay. And yeah, so you're like fully behind very, very tall boxes that they cannot shoot behind. I can move 1 more and like try to really make sure you're going to be okay, but this should be pretty comfortably in cover. I'm going to go here just to be really safe. They should have absolutely no line of sight on me. So I will delay. And then for circuit, I want to make sure he's also comfortable. I can throw Tox Cloud over here. That should be fine for me, and I shouldn't have to walk through it, so that also feels safe. And again, with everyone safely behind cover, I don't believe anyone gets line of sight on me. So now that the immediate threats have been removed, I'm going to delay and let them run toward me. And they will do some mix of running toward me, some mix of taking cover. And so you can see here, yep, not enough AP to shoot. And yeah, some of them will stop short to be in cover. And some of them will really try to, right, you see like he's actually going back to cover, for example. He shouldn't have any shots. Indeed he doesn't, but he's close by now. And this means, hey, I can't delay anymore because this guy is going at a different time. So the tough thing is, right, exactly where do I go to get the best things that I can? Now what's cool, if I go right here, I get both shots and I can try to peel back afterwards. That's cool about sniper rifles, they have a lot of reach. So I'm going to kind of sneak out. I still want to spend 1 AP getting back at the end, so I'm only going to shoot once. But like, this is a pretty good hit chance for somebody who's on the other side of the map. Not bad. He's got 1 health. If I could find a... what is it? If I could find a like poison to throw at him, that'd be kind of nice, but I don't think I can reach that. He'll be done. He can... yeah, so I'll bet you sniping here is going to be bad. I'll bet you... let's see, can I get anything where I can get 2 people? No, not without... well, I could go here. It's still only 1 AP to get there, so this actually seems fairly reasonable to take the shot like this. I'm going to see if I can throw Strike Zone down. I can. This won't matter just yet. I mean, the accuracy helps a little bit. But we'll take you down. Guaranteed glancing hits. You're always dead. I'll go ahead and take the +3 AP shot, because why not? I'm guaranteed to land it. I get to refund the shot. 500 damage crit. Seems good. Yeah, so this one we're well within optimal range, so it's not the absolute greatest. So we get a couple of coin flips. That one misses. This one likely will also. That's okay. Of course, he's also not in strike zone. Oh, that's kind of nice. And he'll let a poison, which is cool. And I can just safely duck right back in. Get well within cover. And I shouldn't be shootable. I guess we'll see. Yeah, you're not going to be in range. You don't have enough AP. Cool. So you're always dying to poison. I've got a shotgun. And just walk up and get this one. Don't got to do anything special. Just a couple of shots here. You would have died to poison. I could have reloaded instead, but whatever. I can still reload. Our initiative rolls look pretty good. You're dying to poison. And honestly, yeah, you can just kind of sit here and wait. Get 1 extra initiative for next turn. So there's the drop. And here comes first set of reinforcements. Okay. Cool. So once again, I feel very well covered. These boxes fully block line of sight. They're taller than people themselves, so you can't shoot through them. Unlike maybe like this box where you can see over it. And even if you're ducking it, it'll count as full cover, but you can still make the shot. But this box seems strong enough where we can delay and let them come to us because they basically can't hit us on their opening turn. So we get kind of a freebie here. Yep, I will delay and let them run up to us. Shouldn't be a big problem. He does have some pretty good cover, but we can still find line of sight. He will be in cover, though. You're running up, no big deal. Okay, and of course, now that I'm at 10, I of course have to go early. I can't like delay any further. They're all way over there. They're not going to be a risk, but these guys on the right are actually hittable. So basically, can I get to a good spot where this is a fight? I can burn down a 0 AP, which seems like an unneeded risk. I can go to... ooh, can I get line of sight without burning all my AP? Yes, just barely. How far can I get? I can get that far. Okay, so it's like basically right here. I still have JTAC. The poison is, you know, far enough away. You have rolled a 14 for initiative, so you could maybe shoot me. But I've got a pretty good chance to hit here. I'm going to shoot once. That should actually give me focus. Okay. I should still have focus fire, though, which gives me 76 chance to hit. Venom Trap will not reach. Now, am I willing to risk standing out in the open at the end of this round? I think yes. I think enough people will have the ability to go first. That will be fine here. So we hit him for 110. We poison him for another 50. We just need kind of one more shot to land, and we'll get the kill. So that shouldn't be a big deal. He's still in cover from the rest of the enemies. And I don't believe you have the 1 AP needed to shoot me. You do not. Cool. Alright, well, we're safe from the poison. And I can, with only 1 AP, get into shot range, so I will do that. Here's shot 1. Okay, it killed. I was going to look for the ability to use Rapid Ready on somebody, but that's not going to happen here. I can do it next shot, though. I can burn 3 AP, basically get a free reload, because reload costs 3. So this is basically print 3 action points as long as you for sure, like, timed your damage right. But I'll stand behind this bit of cover. No one else can be shot at anyway, but I still want to make sure I'm in cover safely. I don't need to go into Overwatch. I could. I still could think about doing it, run up here and go into Overwatch, but I'm going to wait until the turns get a little bit tougher. And yeah, we should be able to get this guy without much issue. Try to get it for only 1 AP. There we go. Maybe we can put the snap back on. Yeah, so anytime you see this line not connected, it means he has to step out from cover to shoot, which is actually a very good thing for you. Because it means that... and we'll go for the reload shot here. It means that the direct line of sight isn't there. So it actually requires... And let's see, no one's going to be worth overwatching. It basically requires stepping out, which means they could never shoot back. Which is pretty powerful. And this guy's still standing, but our initiative rolls seem pretty good. Yeah, he's ahead as well. They're just going to run up. Not much else they get to do. And so let's try to go and knock this guy down. Have to run pretty far. We go here, it's 2 AP left, which isn't a ton, but it's probably enough to get the kill. We won't be in poison, we will be buffed. Well, chance it's very good. And you're dead. Cool. We'll reload next turn. Been a pretty solid turn so far. There should be 1 or 2 more waves of reinforcements. Again, yeah, we're really, really not hittable. I get to once again just delay and make them move first. We're completely safe from them so far. Might as well have them burn their turn. Alright, yeah, and they're all going this way, which... It's going to be hard for me to do anything about. I can try to get here for a snipe shot. But I can't really get much more. I'm going to kind of still mostly sit around because I have not much else to do. Like, yeah, if I ran all the way up, I could get 1 shot. But I will just kind of end there. Yeah, it's 3 AP to shoot, so I can go this far. I still won't be shootable, which is fine. I'm going to throw down Strike Zone to get the... actually, this is JTAC. I'm going to throw down JTAC because I can get his cooldown started. Kind of, sort of like a I might as well situation. But Strike Zone's still recharging, so there's no reason to, like, rush that. Circuit's over here. I could try to Venom Trap. If I go up here... Like, I could go down to 3 AP, toss a Venom Trap, maybe, but this doesn't really seem worth it. I'll just take the reload and keep waiting. I don't have really good sort of inroads on these guys, so I'm just going to kind of move forward. Might as well take my reload here. And then we'll see where the next set of reinforcements comes in from, but I'm feeling pretty comfortable. We've got a big buff zone, and we can probably get a decent shooting gallery over there. So this should be another round of reinforcements, I'm pretty sure. Yep. Same spot. Okay. That might be the last one. It depends. Yep. Okay. So once these 6 are dead, the mission's over. And again, they can't reach us, so I'm going to keep delaying and trying to have them all go. There we go. That'll be a little easier. Keep delaying. Keep delaying. Come get us. Alright, so there's 1 person who still has to go, but you're not remotely in range, so it doesn't really matter. Try to burn as few AP as possible. This gives us stepping out for all 3 of them, basically. There we go, we're in range of all 3. I won't get all my shots here, but it's fine. We'll strike zone them, which seems pretty safe. Kill the most dangerous ones first if we can. Wow, that did not do much damage. I think that was a graze. Take our pistol shot. That went well. Is there a reason to go into Overwatch here, basically? Actually, I don't want to, because he'll be blocking other people's line of sights by doing so. And I can simply wait. So they're still running up. They're not going to be too hard to deal with. I get a second Toxic, which is cool. I do want this. So one question now is, how much do I want to put myself at risk? Because I could, for example, run all the way up here. Here, I'm going to I can't even delay that far is the problem. So I might, like, run here and then Poison Cloud and still be behind cover. I think it's actually the play, which is going to be kind of weird, but I think it's going to work. So we're going to aim it that direction, while still catching those two. That'll be some decent guaranteed damage. We can go get a bunch of free AP, which is most going to be for next round as it stands now. I'm going to actually... no, I'm going to go for full auto. I'm going to go up to here because they can't reach me on next turn anyway, so I'm just going to take a really sort of risky approach here. And then go for my full auto shots. The sniper buffs are pretty nice. I think they're just about dead now. Yeah, they're both dead to poison now, so I don't gotta do much. I'm gonna run up closer, because why not? Doesn't really matter, don't get me wrong. Then your shots don't matter at all. So all you really care about are these three. Can you be somewhere where that matters? Not really. I mean, I can run up to, like, a different spot, like maybe here, and then go for kills later. This is strike zone. Yeah, these shots don't matter because they're going to die to poison. No matter what their initiative rolls are. So you're safe behind this wall. They can't get to me. We'll just end. They die. And I'll once again let them run up. I could try with an Overwatch first, but I think I'd rather let them run up just outright. So up you go. A little bit of poison. Okay, you're way over there. That's still very shootable. Alright, so it's go deal damage time. Let's go spend 1 AP running up. Does that get me a Venom Trap? Let's find out. It might just be in range. Yep, okay. So this is someone who has a bunch of evasion. The nice thing is they're poisoned for 150 a turn, which means they're always dead in 2 turns. But we can do better than that. We can get them sooner. Okay, or maybe we can't get them sooner. Wow, we missed 3 coin flips in a row. That's kind of unfortunate. Here, go be brainwormed. Go shoot other people. And then the rest we can delay. Make them come to us. Yep, up you go. Same spot. Actually, you're going to be really hard to hit, which is unfortunate. I would like you to come through this alley. They're not doing it. Actually, this might be a shot. Okay, it's not. That's kind of fortunate. Alrighty, time to try to find the combat. Yeah, so I need to shoot you at least once for you to die. And how good are my initial rolls going to be? Yeah, the problem is Circuit is actually behind these two. So I want to pre-queue advantage Circuit to make sure he's going before them. I don't want him to get shot. And just in general, this doesn't look like a great setup for me. Other than the fact that I do want to shoot this guy. So I'll try to be a little bit judicious with my action point usage. Right, if I go and do this, I have 1 AP left to go try to hide behind this wall, which should be fine. So I'll full auto, get good damage. You're not dead to poison. So I actually broke Brainworm, which is probably incorrect. And actually, I screwed up because I'm not going to get behind the wall. So I made a mistake here, and my Cyber Knight is out in the open. I should have gone for a single shot instead of a full auto. I don't have a way around this. I have to basically hope that my initiative roll is good. I'm not in range of any bad guys. I can't stun them. Yeah, this is a... I'm going to not move then, so that the +1 AP goes into my roll, and I have a higher chance of going above them. Still didn't go above them. That sucks. That's entirely my fault, though. So, how aggressive are we allowed to be, basically? Obviously, I want to strike zone these guys, so we'll go there. Where are we going to shoot them from? Because one thing we could do is get into Overwatch zones. And getting into Overwatch is pretty reasonable here. That'll help us protect everyone else. So I think that's going to be the play, is throw down J-Tac, and I'm going to get 2 Deathwatch shots because I have the extra action points. So we're just going to post up here. You'll be doing similar. I might not even be behind cover, and it probably won't even matter. Let's see, if I go here, is that fine? I hope it'll be fine. I think standing here is okay. I'm in J-Tac. And I'll be in Overwatch. Okay, from over there, he's actually going to step around anyway. That should be fine. So there's the poison kill. I'm going to just have you... I guess step back a square. So that you're in cover, reasonably. Okay, you guys can walk up. Okay, they're going that way. I guess you can't get me, so that's fine. At least you go into the Overwatch. There we go. One miss, one hit. Alrighty, well, we should be good to go then. Let's go get our proper rewards then. Switch over to pistol. Couple of shots. And when he dies, the map ends. Nice crit. Okay, that was a graze, I'm pretty sure. Are you actually always at the poison now? Are you low enough? Yes, okay. So here, doesn't matter what. It doesn't matter what we do. This game has been won. But we're going for style points. Okay. I guess just keep living then. And that'll be a snipe. That should be a kill. Put you in strike zone. See ya, nerd. Ooh, we even shredded their armor. Cool. Alrighty. We killed a bunch of gang members from the Blue Ox. We get out. We did it. Pretty short one, pretty quick one. And the cool thing about Battle Strikes is they're actually worth, because they never have hosts and because the difficulty is a little bit higher, and they never have hosts and loot boxes, they're actually worth more XP and innate money. So the actual XP reward is now 91. The base pay is 78, which is generally speaking higher than other missions of a similar type, like raid is $0, for example. And so it's a pretty good payout. We're pretty happy with this. And the nice thing is, because of the bonus XP, I believe the 10% bonus factors into the SimStream trainer. Like, this is 99 total XP, right? And 80% of that is 79, so getting the 10% XP optional objective, which got paid out right here, is pretty great, because it gets paid out to our two hackers. So they got 80 XP for a combat-only mission, which is a pretty good payout, to be honest. Of course, the 4 who went on it gained some hype. Up to $103,000. We've got a raid here from our moneylender. At some point, we can again start the carnivore storyline. But hey, we've got a bodyguard mission to run. We've got some mission planning to put on. We're going to put on the same people. But the one thing I will change is putting our silencers back on. Otherwise, though, this looks fine so far. You get your silencer here as well. And then for the other two, we need to switch these back out. I think there is a slightly faster way to unequip this kind of stuff, but it's whatever. Go update our mods. Go over here. I believe you go here, you can, yeah, H to unequip mods. We can switch over to the other pistol. Wait, do we not? Is this the wrong person? Okay, there we go. That was weird. Anyway, here we are. Oh, I need to drop a silencer from some other weapon. Okay, I gotta figure out who's holding a silenced pistol that they don't need. Okay, you're holding a silencer you don't need, so we're gonna drop that and give it to this guy. Here's your silencer. You still got a sniper rifle, which is, if you ever need it, you have it. Congrats. But we're now silenced. Ready to go, ready to bodyguard, let's get it. Not much else to do here, it's just going to be straightforward. But snipers are certainly very, very loud. Cool. Alright, Ellie. So I don't remember if I've done this spawn point before. Maybe I have. The nice thing is there's a little bit of stuff in the way here. We're on the Slum Road Junction. And where are our evacuations? So other side of the map, or a little bit less egregious. So our paths are run through the left and get through this concrete jungle here, right? This guard's in the way, that guard's gonna be in the way. There's probably two around here. There might be someone like right around here, then sneak into the end. Or it's this path and this path. The high ground makes me nervous. It can be hard to clear stuff out. It's impossible to get grazing hits. This, I mean, this stretch is really easy. There's like no real cover, but this part might be kind of tough. This part I think is more straightforward. No one can hear you, right? You're out of earshot range, so only one can hear. It's just you. This seems very easy and straightforward. We'll just go deal the damage. It's an ambush. Yep, that's true. All right, go ahead and get your 2 movement points. You can kind of start running up. She'll catch up later. I'm pretty confident in that. We can have her stop moving eventually. Or stop shooting. So here's our tactical surge. Now someone else would hear, so I'm just going to take my shot. And now that you're dead, nice crit. I'm going to delay and let everyone else burn their turns down. Because I want to know what they're all up to. Alrighty, folks. You are just turning around. You are off that way. It'll be hard to actually bypass. Okay. So Toxcloud seems of low value. There are some kills that I want, but they're also going to be a little bit tough to reach, so... I'm going to burn 4 AP to run this way. Right here. Oh, actually, what I want to do is get my snipers to put their buffs down. I didn't think about that. So this will be kind of a slightly annoying path here, which is... Yeah, so we're going to go in a straight line, burn down to 1 AP, go for that shot. Throw down some scouting. I want to know what they're up to. This guy is not going to be endangering me yet. You, I think we just are going to shoot. I think it's safer. And we should be fine overall to do this. You're not going to use sniper rifle. It's way too loud. You're going to see me. I don't care. Gotta be careful not to get my footsteps heard. Gun won't be heard. That's good. I'll get seen. I don't care about that either. You go ahead and buff our squad's damage. We strike zone here. That way we can get both of them. And then, again, no one can hear the shot. This should work for us just fine. Plenty of people still have action points left. Switch to the silenced pistol. And just do some more of the same. Right? Don't get your footsteps heard. He won't. This guy won't see us anyway. And so our chances to hit are so good that I'm really not worried about this mission going poorly. Yeah, so far, so Gucci. Cool. And then I was considering throwing down Toxcloud over there. So down to 2 AP. But I'm going to go Toxcloud this direction. Just to mess with these guards a bit. In case something goes weird and people start turning around. Now the nice thing is... okay, so 225 health will be killed. But under 225 health does not get killed. So like, even if we damage a lot of these folks... They won't die, so they won't trigger a corpse timer. And actually, I can also Venom Trap you because you're a guard captain. That means you're going to be tankier, right? You've got, yeah, 43 armor and 330 health, so I can do 150 right now. This guy will die in his own, but this one won't. And we get our +4 tally, whatever. Okay, I don't want to wait for too much of this, so I'm going to kind of go proactive, right? We all have our action before him. So I'm going to burn 3 AP and just run up on this guy. You're running a straight line, so I'm not worried about you. You hear me, you see a body, I don't care. Very easy shots. We gotta actually get the full kill. Okay, well, we did. So we have to get the full kill because... Otherwise, Danger. What are you doing? You are gonna look at us. Okay, so I do want to kill you if I can. Which shouldn't be a big problem, but it does need to happen. What we could do is wait. She's at 9, and we can all delay beyond that, so... I don't believe anyone's going to look at us. There's a chance, I guess, you turn to see us. That would be bad. So I'm going to run part way up to help. As long as we're, like, behind this concrete barrier, we should be fine here. So I'm going to try to get 2 AP forward. Right here. As long as we're inside the barrier, he can't see us. You've got a very long way to go. Great. Up we go. And I do want to put a new strike zone down, so let's make sure we can kill. Let's burn a couple of AP. Maybe just the one for now. I just want to make sure he can't see us in case he turns our direction. And then we'll be pretty safe to play this out. You should be out of line of sight. I don't believe the cone reaches far enough. This is... we'll just burn 1 AP to be safe then. In case it does go far. But now we should get them all to burn their action points. They shouldn't see us. We should be totally fine. But it's kind of unfortunate we're running into the same 2 layouts for Bodyguard. I feel like there are more. We're just kind of not rolling them here. But at least we're getting the different spawn points, so it's a different set of interactions at least. Yeah, so I was going to be totally safe. He doesn't even reach this light post, but he does turn. He cannot see us. We're totally fine. So, time to go clean him up. Yeah, I want to burn down to 1 action point. I could go down to 2 and throw down poison as well. That seems reasonable, actually, is throw a venom trap and also shoot. I don't see much of a downside here. Hit chance is pretty good. Alright. Well, you're already almost dead. You just don't know it yet. Maybe you do. I don't know. We're getting good progress with the big thing. We're on pace to get this mission done in a pretty normal amount of time. These walls are nice because we can kind of patrol by the guards. As long as they're not alert, they won't see over them. Basically, it allows you to use cover to break line of sight pretty cleanly. And you're below 75 HP, which means I can run forward and it's not going to matter. So I'll take, like, here, get behind that wall. These mines matter. I didn't bring anyone who can knock down them. Actually, I did. My Cyber Knight can do it, so it shouldn't be too bad. But those mines could definitely be annoying. This radar array, yep, saw everybody, can also be annoying. It saw corpses, it saw us. It can definitely be a little dangerous. Poison's still going through. He will die next turn, or end of this turn. We know where you're going. You are going on 11. I think I'm going to go ahead and let everyone burn their turns again. Just being kind of safe here. Let them burn their turns. We should be totally comfortable in this area. You're running around. Yeah, you're turning back to us, but we can kind of get around it. And if we have to kill, we probably can. You'll die. We will get a security escalation, and people will be sent toward us because the radar array saw everything. And it saw a lot, too, which means this might be, like, quite meaningful. I don't want to use the sniper if I can help it. I could shoot her, and it would be reasonable. So I can actually run into the open, and it's fine. Difficulty is they're going to run far enough that they might be able to see me, so I've got to be a little bit careful. So I might just stay behind this barrier anyway. I will, however, throw down a strike zone. I think I will need it for... Yeah, I'm not going to get more than one person. We'll just throw it there. And next turn, we can pretty easily go for a kill. No need to reload. I'll take the 1 AP. You're running up. Yeah, I was going to be fine, but I didn't know that. I guess I could have delayed and figured that out, but whatever. Move speed is not very high in the Cyber Knight, which is too bad. I still have the like built-in armor surgery, so I have like minus move speed on that character. You're not gonna die. It doesn't matter that you won't. You're gonna be at 25 HP, but you're gonna go the other way, so I don't really have to care. We're just safe behind cover. Next turn, making tactical surge. It'll get us pretty close to the exit, but not quite there. And looks like I can run up here safely without getting spotted, so we can kind of greed the location out a little bit. As long as the game's not lying to me about sight cones, we should be totally fine. And we expect to have to fight. We'll put it around here. That's probably a pretty reasonable spot to shoot from. Yep, so there's the AI getting mad. +1 tally, and a bunch of people sent to go investigate. So, Taux, Alto, Phyto, Iota, Lambda, and Epsilon. Okay, well, some of them are far away, some of them are not. And so the plan is accomplish everything we can. Right? How far can we go? What all can we get done? We could snipe. I don't really want to. I could delay a little bit for non-parale, but like, yeah, I couldn't make it if I wanted to, so it's going to be forced combat no matter what. It's just kind of down to how much we're going to get done. And I guess we can bypass the mines without getting blown up, so there's also that possibility. There's also the, like, wait even more and let them run, but I don't like them as much, so I'm just gonna go run up and take the shots instead. We get seen. Chance to hit is pretty good here. You were one of the warned people. I don't believe Kai was. We could take the shot if we wanted to. That max range shot's not too bad. I think I still want to move up 2 action points worth. This lets me shoot, reload, shoot, which is pretty reasonable, and it closes this max range problem. I could have shot this one first, but that's good. Nice crit. And we'll just take the shot because it lowers risk a little bit. Yes, the camera's going to see it, but in case they are sent around, it's going to be less sad. So, as long as this escalation is not turned back on devices, and even if it is, it's going to be fine. So, have 2 AP remaining, run up here, and the primary benefit is just turning this off so that we can run in a straight line. But I want to be as far forward as possible so that I can make the escape. That should be easily within 6 action points. This, I mean, is absolutely not going to be a problem. So that's a straight shot. That should be fine. If I want, I can throw a Tox Cloud toward where our enemy's going to be going. We easily still bypass this. I don't have any Venom Traps, which doesn't matter anyway. You can kind of just keep running then. You're in really no threat at all. That should be fine as well, not running through any mines. I get nervous when the white sort of hexagon overlaps, even though it doesn't actually matter. And you're gonna have no problems getting out, but we'll keep you behind cover for now, just because it's a safer thing to do. Here's the movements. Yep, he's running over. He'll see a body soon. Somehow doesn't see it yet. Or the radar already saw it or something. You run into poison, don't care about you either. You have been sent, but your route's not very fast. I hit backspace, or I hit escape there to skip, so it did that lurch. Cool. We are chilling. There's reinforcements for the escalation, but they are far enough away, we're going to be fine. And we'll see if these guys have enough AP to get out. And they do have the plus movement from Tactical Surge, so we'll see. I'm going to delay in case there's some need. There shouldn't be, but running in a straight line. And yeah, with about 2 AP to spare, we get it. So thank you, Tactical Surge, for the 3 AP. Here's a bad guy who's way too far away. And now his plan is just hunt randomly. So he will not get to us. Easy evacuation for you. Get the straight line, and then easily in. 2 AP to spare, I think, there as well. And then these bad guys should not be a major concern. They're not going to be able to spot me, and if they don't spot you, they don't go into Overwatch. So it doesn't really matter what they try to do here. Hunting randomly. Like, hey, we saw bad guys around here. Can we spot any more? Where are they? We saw them here. And no, they cannot. Okay, should be safe. Easily enough action points. Yep, 1 AP to spare. And we made it. Sweet. Okay. 2 pretty straightforward missions. Neither one needed any hacking. Both had pretty just straightforward A to B objectives, more or less. We knocked down the Criminal Syndicate K milieu. Some XP, which is nice. We got some blue cubes. We got some favors. That's nice. 80 XP. You can see, again, this is less than what the Battle Strike was worth, but that mission payment's kind of nice. I'll double check that B-Tuner doesn't have a thing attached where he's paying more than normal. He probably does. 125 seems very high. But I'll double check real quick. So my contact, B-Tuna, doesn't seem to have any temporary buffs, so that mission was just worth 125k. So it looks like a pretty big, like, payment spike, I guess. Alright, well, these guys are still in the trainer. These guys are still detoxing. But missions don't have, like, 4-day long... I'm going to let these buildings get done real quick, though, so I can start getting the upgrades going. So you need to upgrade the cooling. And for the hacking station, we need to upgrade the cooling here as well. Those are going to be our next upgrades here. We'll just run forward just a little bit. Cool. Nice. That's really unfortunate. I don't want any of these. We're already above 60 loyalty, so getting you know, to 80 doesn't really do anything. 30-day buffs, I think, are also of very, very low value. And stress to 0 isn't terribly exciting. I'll still bump loyalty, because why not? But that's unfortunate. I got kind of unlucky on the rolls there. Okay, limit break on influence for Dr. Ash. I think I will try to go for a favor here and get a different option. There we go. Now she sells better better medical gear, so I have access to slightly better stuff. That's kind of nice. Great, there we go. We get an upgrade for August. Will is not the best thing. Discontent minus 10 is fine. If you get high discontent, you can get some pretty negative things going on. Will is still a stat I don't have a lot of value in. And ultimately, you can only get 16 stats total, but you can only get +6 per stat. So I can basically upgrade 3 stats a large amount, and I don't consider Will to be a high value one. It does give some like flat percent armor, so it does give some innate tankiness, but I prefer things, I mean, I always prefer getting reflex. I prefer getting tech on, I think it's fine, it's especially mandatory for hackers, but it's fine everyone else, it's crit chance. And then even beyond that, I would still take strength for recoil control. So ideally I would just skip Will forever. So I'll just reduce discontent, because I don't, like, this actually permanently locks me out from getting other possible things, so I'm going to skip that. Okay, these buildings would be ready, but I can't do much with them. I'll double check that there's no file sets to mint. There are not. Individual files, we'll double check. Not used by a set. Yeah, I'm still going to skip on these for now. I could sell them, but I wouldn't make enough to train it to like build anything anyway. So run one more look through hype real quick, because I'm about to hit a hype limit break. I guess it's at the bottom. You're at 70, you're at 70. So there is a chance they would, because I believe it's at 70, right? Oh, it's at 80. Okay, so no one's going to hype limit breaks. There's no reason to delay this stuff. Okay. So yes, here's one of the other very hard missions that spawns at power level 2. This is arguably the sort of hardest mission, because you can't delay it like you can for Carnivore here. This one is going to turn into a mandatory combat mission that is actually quite tough. So I want to make sure I'm as strong as I can be before that happens. So let's see what you've got for me. You've got a raid. Los Z are stealing stuff from Warner Braun. It's a raid. And that raid is... Okay, cool. This raid does not have any hacking attached. I don't believe I've actually run this tile set yet. Very recently, they got the 4th mission type added to this tile set. And I don't think I've ever run this before. So this will be cool, because having not run it, it'll be new to me. And so next episode, we'll be running Deep Contract. It's a normal raid. I can run it stealthily. I just want all the loot boxes. I've got these mercs to deploy. I will upgrade their gear, or not upgrade their gear. I will train them, and then we'll move on to, in the next episode, actually running the mission itself. So let's go ahead and train up everybody. Cyber Knight, we've already got Atomic Stutter in a good way. I really do not mind lowering the recharge rate here. Alternative is getting Rewind for the hacker. Another alternative is getting up to Steamroll, which says when I kill, get some stuff and start putting the points in. Another alternative is getting Downer, so that when I crit, we can debuff some enemies. Realistically, what's the best play? I think it actually is probably just making Atomic Setter have a two-turn cooldown. I think this is very, very strong. I like it a lot. And so now I get to basically perma-stun one person, or still have really good uptime on more than one person. These guys are stuck where they are. No rush here. Training-wise, I could make Talk Cloud even larger. I could make Venom Trap have even more charges and last longer. Biocoat Bullet I just find little use for. More Brainworm, since we are going into combat missions very soon, this seems actually pretty useful. And also I can make it 0 AP, which is quite nice. I can also make it last longer. Because we're going to very strong combat missions very soon, I want to really invest in the best combat stuff I can, which is probably maxing out Brainworm, so that I have it for the sort of meteor combat mission that's coming up. So a second charge, faster recharge, that's a lot of Brainworms, making it 0 AP, making it last 3 full turns. All those are very, very useful. So that's going to be the path for him. This soldier's going to be on missions for a while. Of course, you are only in sniper talents. And yeah, I don't feel like I need to super invest in both these guys running big zones. So I may... Let me check out something real quick, actually. So you have +2 long-range accuracy, and that's kind of it, right? So you have, like, some affinity for sniper railgun, but you have +6. This guy should be, yeah, +6. This guy is really, really good at shooting his sniper rifle. This guy is pretty good at shooting a sniper rifle. So theoretically, this guy should be spec'd more towards the buffs, and this guy should be spec'd more towards making his gun better. I think that is the correct way to train them long term. I'm not there just yet, but I think theoretically, like, going for things like hit streak and maybe even zeroed sights for, like, the long range shooting and whatnot, like, that all seems pretty valuable. This one seems pretty, you know, so that's definitely a thing to think about. Strike Zone giving crit vuln and evasion, definitely good. JTAC duration does not seem very useful. Yeah, I think this guy is going to long-term be investing in making the best buffs he can. I find, at least for now, I don't super need Death Watch, but let's, or even just say, oh yeah, you're going to invest in max Strike Zone and the other one's going to invest in max JTAC. Like, that's also kind of reasonable. And just sort of have that out there. Anyway, let's go ahead and max out Strike Zone. I think this is fine. We get 30 crit vulnerability, we get -20 evasion, it lasts for 3 turns, -10 armor. Like, these are definitely really nice. And it'd be similar here if we got all this stuff up. So, you know, high crit chance, high damage, high chance to hit. And then we'll train the hackers when it's time to bring them back out of retirement. But for now, they're just training. So, this will be the squad for our raid. See you next episode. Bye-bye.